Sunday morning, many thanks indeed for calling through. This is Peter with you on my channel, which is the Peter's Racing Tips free-to-air YouTube channel. All bets on this line today are free of charge. They include a 14 to 1 come 16 to 1 chance running at Leopardstown in the big handicap, or one of the two big handicaps over there today. I'll tell you all about that one in just one moment. It runs in the 410 at Leopardstown, and also two win bets running in England at Kempton and Musselburgh that I'm going to put in two singles and a nice double. The double should come to around about 12 to 14 to 1. So all that to come on the channel this morning. Hope you're keeping well. We are on Sunday. It is February the 6th. And a very warm welcome indeed once again to my wonderful world of winners, as they say. Well, another wonderful winner yesterday with Holdfast doing it as I expected he would and explained he would, with the young apprentice on board claiming £7, making all the difference to Holdfast, getting up to win in a photograph finish at 7 to 1. So a beautiful Saturday had by one and all there, no doubt about that. Also, I can tell you that that horse, Holdfast, I did say that the favourites in the race, both short price favourites, were very beatable, and so it proved. I wasn't keen on either of them, to be honest with you, and as I say, it was almost by default you had to look elsewhere for the winner, and with Holdfast almost a stone in hand of how it's been running or how it was handicapped in November, just a few months ago, was very well weighted indeed. And a big well done to everyone who called in yesterday. A lot of people called. I didn't put the video on till at 9 o'clock in the morning. There was no video the night before on Friday night, so it was a case of whoever came, and well, I think it was about 700 people got on it, so very pleased indeed. There's no extra bets today. There's just the 3 bets I'm going to give you, and they're all going to be free of charge. All free of charge. Can't be bad, can it? Right, where should we start? I'll tell you where I'm going to start. I'm going to start with these flat bets at flat bet at Kempton. Then I've got one over the 6 at Musselburgh. And then I'm going to give you this big price one in Ireland, where I've backed so many winners, as you well know. Nobody's backed more winners than me over in Ireland. I will say that, but it's absolutely true. And I am the number one in the game, no doubt about that, at Irish racing. And I'm not going to say who's the number one at anything, but I think I'm right at the top of everything else as well. Been in this business a long time, over 25 years tipping horses, and 25 years before that, almost 25 years before that, working in the industry on the racetracks and for bookmakers, and just doing just about everything, managing jockeys, all sorts of things. So, but all connected with the horse racing industry from a boy all the way through. So there we go. You can't be much more of an authority as I am. I don't think anyone else is, that's for sure. So I'm going to tell you what I've got for you today on the betting the horse race front on the 3:15 at Musselburgh. The first bet of the day is a win bet. As I say, I'm going to have 2 win bets, and then I'm going to have a nice little double on these first two I'm going to give you, and then I'm going to tell you about this big price one in Ireland, which I think could win, and at a big price. Well, I think all the horses I can give you can win, that's for sure. It's not quite as easy as that, is it? We all know that, but you know, I try to specialise in big price ammunition, and I think I might have a big price one on the line for you today, which could wink at the judge. Okay. 3:15 at Musselburgh, number 2. It's called Sarasota Star, trained by banging form Martin Keithley and ridden by James Best. I think the key thing to this race is the race is going to be run to suit it. Although there's quite a few horses that are going to go lickety-split, and it's a Scottish Champion Handicap Chase. I think this one could lead all the way. Number 2, Sarasota Star. I'll say that again. Sarasota Star, ridden by James Best for Martin Keithley. Keithley's got his horses in tip-top shape, to be honest with you. They're running really well at the moment. And he's got this one that's certainly ready to go. Sarasota Star. Let's say Keithley's not having a bad season. And, you know, to be honest with you, I think he could have his biggest winner of his year, or probably of his life today. He's had 37 winners this year, which is quite astounding when you think he's such an unfashionable trainer. If you said to people, what does Martin Keithley do for a living? Could be anything, couldn't it? It could be greengrocer, could be electrician, it could be the fellow who lives around the corner, digging drain, you know, doing the drains. But he's not. He's a top flight horse race trainer who's very little known, only in the industry, but a good trainer, and bats, you know, and hits well above his weight really, and he's got a good chance. Number 2, Sarasota Star for Martin Keithley, opportunity knocks, as they say. 3:15 at Musselburgh. Seriously, very good trainer, and James Best on board, who rode the horse the last 3 times it's ran, and knows it very well indeed. It's come first, second, second. I won't go into the form lines too much, that's going to take all night, but I do think this horse has a distinct chance of leading all the way today, number 2, or being up there all the way, number 2, Saratoga Star, in the 3:15 at Musselburgh. Let's move swiftly on and move to the 4:30 at Kempton Park, the old KP there, Kempton Park. And I'm going to wait till the final race of the day there. I'll give you this big one next, is 16-1, don't worry. But it is a nice lazy Sunday morning, isn't it? Easy Sunday morning. So I hope you're having an easy Sunday morning, not got too much of an headache from the night before if you had a big one, or if you had a little, whatever you're doing. But as long as you woke up okay and safe, that's the main thing, isn't it? But I was a good boy last night, went to bed very early. It was a busy day Saturday, and I'm refreshed and ready to go right now. I'm just going to move this light on the touch there. Number 10, it's called Dance at Night, trained by Andrew Balding and ridden by David Probert. Now, Probert's in amazing form, the jockey. He really is riding on the crest of a wave. And Balding's not doing so bad either. Both banging form. And this horse runs in a handicap for the first time. And I think the assessor could certainly have gone on the light side off a mark of 75. I think it should be a little bit higher than that, probably £7 or £8 in under that, I think. And 3-1 to your money, number 10, Dance at Night. It's always hard for these handicappers, you know, the official handicapper, the assessor, to get hold of these horses when they're coming in after three maintenance runs. And it won last time out at Kempton's Dance at Night, but it didn't really show the old picture there. And I think this horse is a lot better than that's going to prove that form, that bare form. And Probert's rode it 3 times on the trot. You can take heed from that. And you can also take heed that each time it's ran, it's been well backed. 11-4, 10-11, 11-10 on, and 4-1. So highly thought of individual, this one, Dance at Night. And in a handicap that's, Molly's just arrived there, in a handicap that I don't think is going to take too much winning. I think this horse could be well backed. It's 3-1 currently, but could go off a little bit shorter than that, I think. You never know with the markets, but it wouldn't surprise me if it went off 15-8ish or something like that. It's number 10 anyway. It's called Dance at Night, and it's in the 4:30 at Kempton Park this afternoon. That one's the second bet of the day there. I think Molly came in and went out. It was in and out, job done. I didn't want to listen to the message today, that's for sure. So I've got one more to give you now. It's an Irish bet. There was an Irish bet on the line yesterday. It's not that I've not mentioned it. Dunboyne. Coming to win the race, I felt, under Jack Kennedy, who's at the moment not the apple of my eye, having made an almighty hash of a race a couple of weeks ago in a horse called Banks's Boy, finishing second at 14-1 when he should have won by half the track. And this horse yesterday, Dunboyne, it come to win its race for the whole team behind it and the money behind it, made an almighty hash of the second last, and it just knocked it completely stone dead. Not physically, thank goodness. That's the main thing. Now the horse came okay, had his Jack as well, but that was the end of its chances. It just like hit a brick wall and couldn't go on, and obviously Jack brought him home in his own time, which was a sensible thing to do. But it could have won, no doubt about it. I'm not speaking after the Lord Mayor's show there. I'm just saying how it is. Could definitely have won, and but one that got away. But Holdfast did win, and that made it a very, very successful day. 7-1 winner there. The previous Saturday, I don't know if you're aware of this, I had 2 bets, 2 winners, 5-1, 5-1, both at Cheltenham. Were a little bit bigger as well, early birds, and paid 40-1 the double. So the last 2 Saturdays have been very sweet indeed. So if you're a weekend punter, make sure you make a date with me. That's for sure. If you've not already subscribed to the channel, click the subscribe button and the little bell stuff, and I'm sure you know what to do. I'll make sure you do get an alert when I go online, whatever time it is. It's usually 6 o'clock of the night for the night following's racing, but sometimes it's 9 o'clock in the morning. It all depends how the runners and how the information's coming through to me as well, and basically what I fancy. So no point me coming on here if I don't fancy nothing. I come on here when I've got something I think you need to know about. Right, okay, so with all that ado, let's go to Leopardstown for the 410. Now, I'm going to talk to you about this race because I find it's a very interesting contest, if not an amazing competitive contest. It really is. It's a 2-mile lickety-split handicap hurdle, Grade B. It really is a tough race to analyse. I've spent quite a lot of time on this race this morning, early in this morning, about 5 o'clock, and 31 runners go to post. I mean, you know, so I've had to go through 31 horses, and I generally go through them about 10 times. So 300 horses. And you know, there's a lot of horses in here which have got chances, and a lot of horses I don't think have got any chance. However, he says, I'm going to look at one of the JP McManus's horses in this. He's got a squadron of them in it. He's got plenty of runners in this race, and with the prize money offer and obviously the prestige on offer winning this race, he'll be keen to win it, and I think he probably will win it. I think he's got 4 horses, 4 or 5. I think it's 4 actually off the top of my head running in it. It's £125,000 prize money, and Mark Walsh, right? I'm not tipping Mark Walsh, but Mark Walsh has rode this horse I'm going to give you 3 times out of the last 5 times it's ran. He doesn't won on it, and he isn't riding it. He's chose to ride another horse in the same race. And Mark would have the pick, I would have thought, to who's going to ride what here, because he's the right-hand man jockey to JP McManus. And he rides a horse that I'm not going to tip. It's called Get My Drift, and it could win. Get My Drift could win, riding it for Mouse Morris. Ran well last time out, that horse, but I think it's going to make a better horse over the bigger obstacles than this really, really strong handicap today. It has got a chance, that. But I think there's a significant jockey booking on the horse I'm going to give you, with the apprentice Fitzgerald, who's claiming £5, riding number 5. It's called Magic Tricks. And I think it can pull off the magic trick and win this 31 runner affair. I really do. It's 16 to 1, I think, with Bet365. And Gordon Elliott, absolutely nobody's fool, is booked their Fitzgerald to ride this horse, who won yesterday for Joseph O'Brien on a horse called Wave of the Sea. Another significant booking there. He's a good boy, this lad, and the valuable £5 he's taking off is absolutely meaningful. It really is. And I think the significant booking of this boy on top, he's had 23 winners over hurdles, 36 winners in his life. So he knows how to ride a race, that's for sure. And Gordon Elliott's kept himself to himself with this lad and uses him sparingly. And I think off a mark of 140, bringing it down to 135 as such, with the claim £5. Magic Tricks, the bookmakers are paying first 6 on this race, enhanced places. You might get even first 7. I wouldn't be surprised if this popped up, and I wouldn't read too much into that Mark Walsh riding the other horse, although it is a good chance, that one. I think the McManus team and Elliott has got Fitzgerald on this horse to do the business. It's number 5 anyway. The 2-mile trip's perfect, the ground's perfect, the horse is perfect in my opinion, and I know that the owner would love to win this race, that's for sure, and I'm going for him to win it with number 5, Magic Tricks. Really big price, that one, and the money was on last time and the time before. They left it behind. It's come 2nd and 3rd, 5 to 1 favourite, 4 to 1 favourite. Today it's not favourite, and I know that the operation really can win with these big price ones, and as I say, nobody's picked more big price winners in Ireland than me, and I think Magic Tricks number 5 is the one to be on in a real competitive 31 runner race in the 410 at Leopardstown, where they pay out right down the cards to 6th, 7th places. And I think that one could pop up and wink at the judge. Give it a good wink, give it a good wink. Oh, there it is, look. That's it. I'll maybe be back at 6 tonight, maybe not. If you're subscribed to the channel, you'll get the alert if you have. And if you don't, you won't know. It's like Chase the Lady. Am I on or not? The Elusive Pimpernel. I'll be back at 6 if I can with something strong. If not, it'll be 9 in the morning. That's it. Have a great Sunday, an easy Sunday. Enjoy it. And I'll speak to you tomorrow or tonight. Bye for now.